Liz Sullard was one of this year's Remarkable Women nominees, and she is here today with a recipe to share. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So you were nominated because of all the work that you do in the community. So can you just tell me about some of the great things you do for our neighbors?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Yeah, this community has no shortage of remarkable women. It's wonderful. Some of the things that I do that I'm passionate about, I run the Working Moms of Chambana group. It's about 2,000 moms that are just trying to do the hustle of working and raising kids and just doing everything at the same time. And so what I do for that group is we have the Facebook group, which is a resource where moms can ask questions, but then I also try to connect with local businesses to bring resources to moms outside of business hours that maybe they don't always get the chance to, do Mom's Night Out, all sorts of things like that. I also serve on lots of boards. Some might say too many. I volunteer for the Alzheimer's Association. I am a community educator for them. I have chaired their walk. I've been on the board for Executive Club. I've been the vice president of Young Professionals of Champaign-Urbana. There's also no shortage of amazing places in this community to help.
Right, groups to be a part of and ways to volunteer.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for all you do. And today you are going to teach us a recipe. So what are we making today?
So this is really special for me. So I am approximately like 80% Irish.
Okay.
So it's St. Patty's Day month. We are going to make my grandma, who goes by Irish Colleen, she's a redhead, her Irish soda bread recipe. So this is a really good classic Irish recipe that's also super easy to make.
Okay, great. Let's do it. And I love it when you pre-measure. So just tell me what to put in when.
Exactly. Okay, so let's dump in that flour.
All right, about how much flour is
Yeah, it's about 2.5 cups of flour.
Okay.
And then I've got here a tablespoon of baking soda and baking powder.
Okay.
And then this one, it's a very specific measurement of sugar. It's 2 tablespoons of sugar.
2 tablespoons of
and a half teaspoon of salt.
Oh, okay. So you put the salt and the sugar mixed, and then we're doing all the dry ingredients together.
You don't have to pre-mix them ahead of time. I just did that for simplicity today. And then
Are we doing milk next? Oil next? Butter next?
No, so we are now going to throw in some milk.
Okay. And now, does it help if you don't want to get your hands as sticky? Should you flour your hands, or then is that going to throw off the ratio of flour in the soda bread?
No, you can, but I kind of find it all just blends together anyways. Like you can see my hands now. It's not too bad.
It's not too sticky.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and throw those raisins in.
Raisins next.
Yeah,
all right.
Normally, so the Irish love a good stew, and so you don't always put raisins in there because often this recipe is used with stew.
Oh, okay.
But for my purposes, I'm not making a whole stew today, so we are going to put those raisins in there to just give this a little bit more flavor.
Make a little bit sweeter soda bread.
I want a little bit more moisture.
A few more drops of milk.
Yeah. And then, Jaclyn, do you want to throw a little bit of flour on the counter for me?
Sure.
Whenever you're going to need dough or pie crust or whatever it is, you do want to put flour on the counter. That way you're not sticking.
Okay, so we're going to make a little bit of a mess here. Okay, more than enough.
Yeah,
my hands.
That is a generous portion of.
Okay, great.
I love it. Yes.
All right. It looks so pretty though.
I know. And you'll notice this is kind of a crumbly mess now, but as I knead it, it's going to make it softer.
I see. And I see it's like already starting to form even a little bit better.
It is, exactly.
So why don't we quickly gather it all up and put it in the magic oven.
The magic ciLiving oven. Okay, normally you would need this for 1 to 2 minutes. We're going to pretend like it's been 1 to 2 minutes.
Perfect.
And this is all beautifully together. And then what we're gonna do, this is very superstitious. You put some flour on your knife, and then you're gonna make a cross, and that is going to protect your household and ward off the evil.
Okay, I like that. We have
Old Irish
get a little superstition in there
exactly.
Too. And then she's gonna go over there, and when she puts it in, my favorite thing about the magic ciLiving oven is that even if this was gonna take how long to bake, Liz, normally?
About 40 minutes.
40 minutes, but here, magically, the soda bread is finished.
So this is what it's supposed to look like after you've kneaded it for a couple of minutes.
Perfect.
It's all together and beautiful. You can see that good definition from the cross.
Design right there in the center.
Exactly.
So that's great.
Yeah, and you can bake it for 35 to 45 minutes. I usually just go 40 because you want it to be a good golden brown color.
Nice. And then do you brush it with butter?
Yes, you can brush it with butter as well.
So we have the butter on the top.
I know. They say that that's optional. I don't know that that's optional because the more butter, the better, right?
I think always.
Exactly. All right.
Perfect.
So we're cutting into this, and when you knead in those raisins, you get a good disbursement of that, and then we are gonna try some good old-fashioned soda bread.
Ready to serve.
I went for it.
There you go. Well, if you would like more information about this recipe or want to know more about our Remarkable Women program, you can visit us on the web after the show at ciLiving.tv.